Hello Chat GPT, how to be rich?
Very rich.
Very rich overnight. Give me 10 ideas.
50 ideas.
50 ideas. Zero investment.
No risk.
No risk. No risk.
No hard work.
No hard work. Saturday, Sunday off.
World
tour included. Shark Tank friendly ideas.
Best ideas.
No hurry.
Take your time.
Take your time.
Deep research.
Go.
Blessed is a man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither.
We're going to take all the breeding age females and bring them to Las Vegas, and I'll distribute them to the men who have changed their names to Corey. No kings, no presidents, no senators, just Corey. I don't need to sleep. I don't use currency. I'm not a part of this time. I used to be 2 Corys, now I'm 1. What are you guys into? What do you do?
We're tech.
Yeah. That's all going away. Currency, everything. We're going to flip into a new society.
What do you do?
I'm outside of space and time. Change your name to Corey. After that, you will be executed. If you don't change your name to Corey in 3 months, you're going to be executed.
And there was a woman in this foreign intelligence service who was
the ugliest woman I've ever seen in my life.
like, you want to avert your eyes. Like, she came off the
Side of Notre Dame.
She was a stone gargoyle with a giant
Mole right here with a giant hair coming out of it.
that kind of ugly. So I asked her just to meet me privately for lunch on Saturday. Don't tell anybody. And she agreed. And I was like, oh my God. She said yes. And I ran back to the office. I was like, she said yes to a lunch on Saturday alone. And my boss says, okay, here's what I want you to do.
I want you to fuck her. And I said, what? I said,
have you ever seen her? And he said, I know, but we're the good guys.
And you're gonna have to take one for the team. And I go, oh my God. I said,
I go, okay, I'll do it.
From a very young age, I knew everyone was wrong and I was right. I'm literally never wrong. And if I ever am wrong, it's just because I didn't have enough information or I was too early. I'll say something, no one will believe me, it won't happen. Then some time passes, and then all of a sudden, what do you know? I was right. That's the only way that I'm slightly wrong. And even then I'm wrong for a little bit. I was never really wrong. And I just love when I finally see the proof of what my gut was telling me, when it finally comes true and then everybody understands. I knew in my gut and I should have trusted it more, and it did become true. I didn't have any reason to believe it. I just knew something. My intuition was right. And it's honestly scary how often I'm right and how often my intuition is spot on. And honestly, there are times where I'll say that I'm wrong and you're right, because at that moment, that was the right thing to do. It was the right thing to say. So technically, bear with me here, I'm still right. And I wouldn't even mind admitting when I'm wrong, because honestly, it would give me a break from always being right, but it just doesn't happen. I just always knew this from a young age, that everybody's wrong and that I'm right. I just think there's some people that are typically wrong and there's some people that are always right. And I think I'm one of those people.
The more retarded you are, the more money you're gonna make. This, for example, gold, silver, NASDAQ, S&P 500, crypto, it's all disgusting. It's all painted red. What would the retard do? The retard looks at this and goes, throw it all in. All the chips, throw the house at it. This is the perfect opportunity. The investors sitting there, they're like, no, maybe we should keep our hands off. The market kind of looks a little shaky. Fuck you, dude. Checkmate. End of 2026. Who made more money? The retard or the investor that played it safe? The retard wins every time. Every single fucking time.
Nobody knows about that fucking degenerate life when you're fucking down 40,000 and you battle the fuck back. You say, you know what? I'm a fucking strong, independent man. And you're not gonna tell me I should go to bed. I'm gonna battle the fuck back. And I'm gonna fucking get my money back. And guess what? I got my motherfucking money back. That's right.
Asset. Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best. Okay. But take all your money, buy Bitcoin, then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin, then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business, it's in your family for 37 years, and you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the proceeds into the hardest money.
And boom, we're live from beautiful Las Vegas here at Bitcoin 2026.
That's right. Probably the most pared down version of the Bitcoin conference we've seen in quite a while. There's a lot of sentiment signals, yes, I guess you could say, that we saw during the Bitcoin conference here.
Sentiment signal number one. Some people may say that's good. Some people may say this is bad. But as a red pill man who's aware of the landscape, I'm going to say this in the nicest way possible. I've seen a lot of couples that look like they're day one couples. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, like, I see a lot of men out here with women that look like they don't cheat on each other.
Look like.
Alleged.
Right.
You know, I've seen very, like, looks matched couples. Very close to the bottom, you guys. We are very close. These are Bitcoiners, right? They actually did have a bull run.
Yeah. Jeez, ain't that the truth? Ain't that the where's the soundboard?
Yeah, where the fuck is the soundboard?
But yeah. What do you call it? Also, like, the side events were, I don't know. Like, seemed like a lot of the events were just like not quite as interesting as last year. Last year, I mean, the main difference is you had a lot of people talking about altcoins.
Yeah.
This time around, I mean, we did see some Hyperliquid guys there, but it's kind of like, who has money? Those were the people that were here.
That were here. Who had money. Yeah. We had a lot. Well, actually, very interestingly, we had a lot of Bitcoin mining companies. Of course, the Bitcoin event.
Yeah, the Bitcoin miners. That make
some Bitcoin miners. We had a we had very interesting conversations on the craps tables.
Oh yeah, the craps tables were the best place to network, to be honest, because then you meet like-minded degens.
Saw a lot of interesting. I think Brett Cooper was there for some fucking random reason, running in high heels, like literally like jetting like her little short ass like, and the altcoin twins. There was a lot of YouTubers, of course. There was a lot of people we saw there, obviously. Miguel and Charlie were there too. Yep, that's right.
So yeah, I mean, it was interesting, nonetheless, and we met some interesting people as well. But yeah, like you said, just kind of bear market sentiment signals. It just is what it is. So
yeah, the Bitcoin Maxer said there's a lot of scammers at the conference this year. No,
I think the Bitcoin Maxis are like if they're complaining about anything, it's more about the banks coming in.
Yeah,
because it's like damn,
which they invited.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Which they invited.
Yeah. Like Bitcoin Magazine, I think was pretty much behind giving Trump the talking points. During his reelection for Bitcoin and stuff like that.
Like they were even mad about BitGo for some reason when it was one of their fucking sponsors. And then even in the nightclubs, they were the sponsors too. And shit for a lot of, I think Omnia, I think
Tron keep sponsoring. You love to see it.
They let it happen though. It's kind of like girls like, oh, how did I get pregnant? Well, you trip, fall, land on your dick. Like, what the fuck? You took their money. That's what you did. I didn't see that many wallets. Thank God. There was a couple. I'd say like four or five wallets, but usually there's like 15 or 20 different type, very low end wallets and stuff. Of course, Ledger Trezors. But
we did meet some people with mutual hatred towards Ledger, which was nice to see. That was very
I'm glad
refreshing.
This is starting to break through a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was really bad. I mean, look. Ledger and France, two things I hate.
Yeah.
Together in unholy matrimony.
And then the French government leaking their tax information on purpose. Like now that's the biggest sign for the theory that you've been talking about.
I mean, I'm just gonna have to say it, man.
From a very young age, I knew everyone was wrong and I was right. I'm literally never wrong. And if I ever am wrong, it's just because I didn't have enough information or I was too early. I'll say something, no one will believe me. It won't happen. Then some time passes. And then all of a sudden, what do you know? I was right. That's the only way that I'm.
That's right.
That's right. I had no information, a gut feeling.
Seems like a setup.
I was wrong at the time, and then once again,
but were you
right again? Right again. Now, this is the grander French conspiracy I've had for a long time. Is that it's the so obviously, look, you can be a proper government and you can have fucking bad actors within the government. Of course.
It actually tends to happen a lot these days.
It happens a lot these days, right? I mean, what do they say? Like probably like 10% of the balance sheet, 10% of the tax spending in the American federal government is scammed. It's scammed away. Now, I don't get mad at I understand there has to be a black market, like a black pool of money for like secret projects that happen for governments. It's like, military test, R&D, secret funding this.
Of course,
there's some of that John, it's gotta be, you gotta have some of that James Bond fund money. Yeah. Right. But
I gave Lockheed Martin $30,000 to install a toilet,
That's right. I don't think it's going towards a toilet. Right. Watch it's like, oh no, it was.
It's like the craziest bidet you've ever seen in your life.
It's like triple jet. No hemorrhoids.
Diddy loves this toilet now.
Yeah. Look at that. We're back. Isn't it nice? But yeah.
Well, we were just for people that were like, oh, these guys are back in April. I mean, we're just doing this one episode here because we have the Bitcoin conference, which is pretty much relevant here.
Correct. Yeah.
We'll talk maybe a little bit about what was going on with the Fed rate, but I'm guessing you're probably going to do an episode on that later this week.
I'm going to have it probably on. I'm guessing probably May 2nd, something like that. Yeah,
that'd be a good one to go over. Lots of interesting stuff there. But I will be back on my channel on Friday, which is May 1st. May 1st. Yeah, so back at the beginning of May, and then next week full regular schedule Tuesday through Friday for me.
we will be teaching in the afternoon the crash out courses.
Correct.
The crash out courses. So just people, we're gonna have a little update for the guys in the crash out course. Tonight we have finished the CMC classes, which is really great.
And dude, it was very nice. Like that whole, we did what, 19 full webinars live,
almost straight, almost.
Oh yeah, we did a very, very quick. And then also, what do you call it? We did the 5 pre-records, 3 more to come. So what's that going to be? That's going to be 27.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do probably 5, 6 or so for the crash out course. So that'll bring us to 33. And then, a few flash webinars already confirmed. We have
and a couple AI, like mini AI webinars.
Yeah, that's what I was mentioning by the pre-records. They're the 3 ones that are yet to come out. And then, we already got our flash webinar guest confirmed for May 7th.
Should we announce it?
Yeah, sure. You want me to?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
okay. Yeah, so May 7th.
And you can't come!
Unless you've been in the crypto mindset course since the summer or maybe the beginning of 2024.
Charlie being nice over here.
Yeah. Throwing some bones at a bear market, right? Yeah. But we're gonna have Alex Cutler, the co-founder of Aerodrome and CEO of Dromos Labs, coming on. We're basically gonna do a flash webinar for the crypto mindset courses. Basically, since we've been trying to get him on a webinar since 2024, so he's actually going to be live here in Vegas with us at this studio. So there we go. It's going to be a good time, and maybe then there'll be some degeneracy at the casinos afterwards. We'll see.
I do find like because I think a lot of people, like when they think about Vegas, they understand. I think people understand slots. They understand it's like push button, hope I get luck, right? Most people, the most common game people play at the casino is probably blackjack. I'd say it's really slots, but like blackjack in terms of card tables. Mm-hmm. People understand the game. You can download. There's like 1 million free versions of blackjack to play on a mobile, right? So most people know how to play blackjack, right? To some extent.
Yeah,
but craps is like this game where like how do you? There's because it takes up a lot of space. It's a lot of people yelling and being happy, like and then it's intimidating.
Yeah, for a lot of people. Yeah, they don't want to even they kind of step back from the table a little bit, kind of figure out the game, stuff like that. I always think it's funny when you find people who are really smart and they're trying to figure out the strategies in the game and stuff, and they're really paying attention,
trying to get the odds.
Yeah. They're all doing the math and stuff. It's pretty funny, but I mean, we met a couple of interesting people at the craps table, but there was one guy we converted pretty much into crypto, who's maybe he's watching the episode. Either here now or on the recording. So we remembered the name. He said his YouTube is, so we'll see if he makes a comment or something. But I mean, it was the guy, we were on both ends of him. He was right in the middle of us.
Right.
Of course, you think the guy's not going to get converted into crypto when there's a Bitcoin conference going on there. He's a machine learning specialist, pretty smart guy.
Really smart. Yeah.
Yeah. So always good to one person at a time, right? Get them into crypto, get them understanding the long-term vision of where this thing's going. So
it is funny at the conferences is I only met one person there that I'm just an investor.
Right.
Everyone's got I don't want to say shtick, but everyone's got something, I'm just not your regular Blow Joe. I'm Joe Blow. You know what I mean? CEO of Joe Blow Industries. Right. But everyone's got something, and it is kind of depending on the person, you we're influencers, or in terms of us, right? We're influencers, or we're we teach crypto education and we're on YouTube, because sometimes it's I was surprised some people who asked us, they didn't know what influencer was for a second. It was YouTube. Oh, okay,
I usually
YouTube.
I'll say YouTube, social media.
So I gave up on that later on. I just said we're YouTubers. Okay. Then from there they're okay, because so I was really surprised. But there was actually a lot of people from the Middle East over there, actually.
Yeah.
Quite a bit of Middle Eastern people. Makes sense. So UAE's in, Dubai and stuff. Yeah. Saudi Arabia and stuff. So definitely. But Saudi Arabia's been pulling money out, man. Since I think their oil pockets are kind of hurting right now. UAE just left OPEC.
Things get interesting.
For all you guys in the CMC, the oil story. I told everybody in the but not for you guys right now. But don't worry. dollar supremacy. But
there's actually been a few things that the CMC's gotten that, like we'll talk about it a little bit later, but we have released the version 1.0 of the charts, what do you call it? The CCL Go chart dashboard on the website.
And
we'll show it a little bit later.
Yeah. But man, that's been on the works for a long time.
Yeah, it's been in the works for a long time. And it's just good to see people being able to use it pretty well. And I'll talk about it maybe more on Friday on my show.
Sure.
In terms of what do you call it? We pretty much called this whole 60-day cycle as it's rolled out from 67,000 all the way up to 79,000. So a lot of people in the course have been making money on their swing trades that we're doing here. So the market, the crypto market dashboard for the CCL Go is always has been very, very helpful with people taking profits already from the course as well. So good to see. But yeah, you were gonna say, I think shifted to a different subject.
Oh, I was gonna mention that this has the French conspiracy theory for 1 second. It's just something I just want to get out there is that I knew some faction of the government was involved in these hacks, right? Because there was Christine Lagarde, as well as like there's other people within the French government, and kind of like whole apparatus.
Christine Lagarde is the craziest thing.
Yeah. They're kind of like, I don't want to say lizard people, but it's like they have like a very
she's
weird,
as close as you get. I mean, what's that really fat guy from the World Central Bank, the Bank of International Settlements? He's like the big
the big chubster. Yeah.
It's like the characters, her, Christine Lagarde, the fat dude that looks like freaking Kingpin. A few of these people, you just can't make shit up. Like they just look like
I'd say he looks more like a bowling ball. Kingpin actually is pretty buff, actually.
Well, true. But you know what I mean.
Right. But basically what happened was, somebody was selling tax information about people's crypto. They found out which people had some serious money in France. And this is what I'm saying. I'm against the French government's, not entirely, but like the people within the French government. I love the French people, but their own people were getting raided. So like there's been
41 since the beginning of the year
in 4 months.
That's insane. 10 per month.
And we're talking kidnappings, people getting fingers and hands chopped off.
Yep.
Like women and children being basically kidnapped. I mean, everything ransomware, wrench attack in France. It's terrible. And it's because the government, this is why KYC has problems, especially on the tax. Like it needs to be encrypted, right? And they're not going to do that, obviously.
And French officials were actually selling the information.
They
were making money on it.
They were Indian?
Probably.
This is like next level to the Coinbase like staffers. Like they had Indian staffers who sold information to scammers, and now we have straight up French regulators selling information they shouldn't be. Because to work at the IRS or to work at, I don't know what the French equivalent is to the IRS. Is it's a very sensitive information place to sell off that, and especially like he's like, we want to know the crypto people. That is because it's like that's insane, dude. I mean, because
that's where it's like it's like stamps exactly what you've been saying, which is like, it's malicious on purpose. Like, there's no way the government just like lets that shit happen.
Now, let's peel the onion one more layer back. Just one more layer back. All right. My sneaking suspicion is all these wrench gang attacks have really happened since 23 roughly, because I believe that's when they moved their headquarters to France, if I'm correct on Ledger. I think 2023, yeah.
Okay.
These hacks started happening, and then there was the whole data leak that happened, and then they started asking for a little more KYC, as well as like there was problems, like even the recent problem that happened with Aave over not Kalshi, but I think it was like Kelp DAO or like basically the DAO there. Well, that's connected to Ledger Live, and they have a live staking platform. So even again, all that shit that happened with Aave was because like, well, how did this fucking retarded platform get like $3 billion of money? Well, it comes from people wanting to yield on Ledger assets.
Right.
And I've said this time of every CMC, even inside the Crypto Mindset courses, inside of the Citadel, inside of just like even the YouTube channel, I've said this for years. Your cold storage license needs to be a dumb device, a dumb vault.
Yeah.
You put money in, put money out. That's it. No contracts, never using exchanges, never been attached to a DEX. Virgin wallet.
Dude, those fees, if you try to, like, I tried it once where you like go through one of the exchanges and you buy.
I'm sorry, bro.
Dude, it was the worst experience I've ever had in crypto. Like the fees, I can't even remember. It was like is it kind of like the Bitcoin ATMs, right? Like 10, 15% fees on transactions just to buy some coin or whatever. I'm like, yeah, never, ever again. It was just so terrible.
Right. And this is the scary part. They're trying to get rid of the Bitcoin ATMs now.
Are they now?
Yes. Let me look at this. I actually got the states in front of me. I believe it was, what's that state where everyone incorporates out of?
Delaware?
Delaware. They're trying to get rid because they're basically, it's like people are buying without reporting their crypto purchases. Because like basically they're like I said, it's like a small, you give them an inch, they take a mile.
Yeah.
They're like, no, every ATM needs to have a camera now. So now we need facial recognition. We need all this stuff to buy. Like, but you don't need that when you go in the store to buy. You can buy little gold or silver.
Grandma could get swindled, bro. That's the excuse, right?
Rest in peace, my grandma. She got killed by a bazooka. It's a song.
Okay.
But okay. So just to peel back the onion one second on the French conspiracy there. Okay. So my speculation before even this came out, this recent news and stuff about the officials, it just proved that like this shit was going on, is that I believe that forces within the French government are pushing this because they're trying to accumulate a secret French fund of crypto reserves.
Right. And I mean, that's how the United States has its, Bitcoin reserves as well as from mostly seizures.
Right. They mostly use the ATF, right? Or well, actually, ATF and there is some Secret Service stuff, but like that's mostly on counterfeiting money and stuff. If I remember right.
Yeah, most of it was due to illegal activity.
Of course, like which you'd be like, they confiscated because they were selling hella drugs. Yeah, all right,
it was like 300,000 Bitcoin, I think, is what they got.
It's like they don't even do the work for it, and they're doing even more like grimy shit, like just to get the money out. Which is
so the French see that and they're like, how can we scam our way to that faster?
So we consulted with the Koreans. So, but
yeah, they're probably like, damn, these North Koreans are getting too much bank. We gotta
right now, dude. Dude, North Korea got the bag right now, bro. They got bags of cash, bro. Whew, they got money right now, man. Oh my god, man. They might be able to buy South Korea cash one day.
Shout out ThorSwap.
Yeah. I know ThorSwap let it happen and took their I think $400,000 in fees.
That's a permissionless protocol we got.
Yeah, and then here's the funny one. When it happened to so there was like a bullshit trend. The Litecoin network is still 100% uptime, 100%. Right. It's just like someone tried to run a couple nodes or a couple, because it's like, I believe it's like 2.5 minutes every block. So in that 2.5 minute block, they try to run a bunch of different transactions, basically, right? They caught it. They said no. They continued on, and they basically those got rejected. Okay, right. But they tried to go through ThorSwap to swap some of the money that they ended up stealing, right? And it would have been like,
and it was the miners basically who saw it coming through that rejected them, right?
Right. It was another bad miner that was trying to get some transactions done, right? So it's sort of like, it's like if I go on Pulse Chain and I run like these fake transactions through, and everyone's like, "What the fuck? No, that's not real." Yeah, that's kind of it. But like but anyway, that happened, right? And ThorChain blocked it. And it was like, I believe they were going to, I think it was like no money, bro. It was like no money.
I thought it was like a few, like at least tens of millions or something.
No, it was not that much money. It was, It's because it never got through. It was like a couple of transactions.
Oh, like test transactions.
Yeah.
Hey, they probably took the CMC.
But like people are like shitting on ThorChain. Like, what the fuck? You let the North Koreans through, but you just didn't. You stopped Litecoiners? Not these dorks. But like, right? But that's just like, it's funny. It's kind of funny. But that's what I think is going on. Is that I think they're building up a secret reserve. Now it could just be a secret faction. So like, if they steal this money, right? So they're probably paying for the information, and they're probably taking some crypto for themselves, and then the rest of it, like you have to pay it's like, it's more like you're paying the contractors in a way. So it's like, you do all the bad stuff, I'll give you 60% of the profits. Boom. That's probably what's going on. Right. But how do we know that these people doing this aren't just like the French Legion or some secret? I don't know whatever the Spitznauts are of France. Who knows?
Could be the Israelis. They're very, very good at cybersecurity.
A French-Israeli connection, Charlie?
Here we go. Fun times.
But no matter what, though, I do believe that this is what's going on a little bit in France, is that they are robbing their own citizens of crypto, allegedly. I don't have any proof, but I've got a sneaking suspicion. And usually, if I'm not right now, eventually I will be right in the future.
Correct.
Eventually, as time has shown, But that's just right there. I just want like, it's just crazy. Like in the beginning, I was like, yo, I don't trust these French dudes. You guys, we are no longer using Ledger because of France.
Well,
and then it just every time it just keeps getting
the
sneaky. Like it's like you start seeing smoke.
Yeah, and if we go to central bank digital currency stuff, right?
Right.
That's technically going to come out of the European Central Bank, which is based in Frankfurt, Germany. But who's the head of that? It's Christine Lagarde.
No,
right? Who's French? So, yeah, man. Like, what do you call it? The central bank digital currency.
She probably has hairy armpits.
Probably, yeah. But like, what do you call it? It's going to be probably, I think, between 2029 and 2032.
Yeah.
Where the EU then has a full central bank digital currency.
Right.
And we see how that works out. But like, holy shit, bro, it's just getting worse and worse and worse for them.
Now, who's the other country that's trying to get one?
Saudi Arabia and Israel. Basically dictatorships. No. Countries that can rule with an iron fist.
I didn't know this in Israel. Like, I thought this was a fake, like, thing. Usually when you vote,
not
and
technical dictatorships, though.
No, yeah, of course, yeah.
But you know what I'm saying,
right? But like normally in a vote, in a democratic system, you need 60% of the vote to win.
Right.
I guess in Israel, as long as you get 20% of the vote, you win. Because it's like they have so many. They do have a lot of parties. This is one little bad thing about like having like 15 parties, right? I think the right number would probably be like 5 parties.
Well,
really,
and in the EU, a lot of the people who are making decisions aren't even elected officials. They're like officials that are appointed by different government bodies and stuff like that. So it's like, and they're having some of the biggest influence on central bank digital currency. I don't know what you want to call it, policy, I guess you could say. But they're actively building it right as we fucking speak.
Right.
As we speak.
And it's just like all this in the CMC, man. But like we're like all this stuff is slowly letting itself out. Also, like with the I've talked about Sheinbaum in Mexico as well. What is she trying to implement now? First, I guess I believe she's the first female president in Mexican history ever, Jewish lady, and she's now implementing the digital peso.
Really?
She's trying to she's doing a version of it. She is trying to phase out paper, plastic pesos and the coins and go towards 100% digital pesos. Now, here's the argument for, I'm gonna do the for and against it. The for is basically that there is a lot of corporations in Mexico dodging taxes. A lot of them.
Then you got the narcos, everybody on top
everybody,
of that.
Yeah. So this is so you got into the point. So it's like the reason they don't have good roads. Okay. Bro, I can't even do this with a straight face, Charlie. I can't even do this with a straight face. But like basically the tax revenue in Mexico is going to explode because one of the cool things about Mexico for the most part is that there's almost no property tax. And if there is, it's like $150 a year. It's very cheap, right? So they make more of their fees from basically bullshit bureaucracy in terms of getting like basically like I need a special tag to move this truck to a different state, or gun licenses. Oh my god, that's a fucking pain in the ass to get a gun license in Mexico with all the narcos there, right? It's saying the narcos are like literally got bazookas and they like, hey, what are you doing with a 9mm? You know what I mean? Like or 22 special or whatever. Like fucking craziness, right? These roads build character. That's right. Corruption in Mexico, nah. But basically, they want to do that because they will have proper accounting finally. And I mean, this is correct if it was a just fair system. But fuck no.
Yeah.
What is this really? Is that they want to tax? This is a way to. They're going to start taxing some of the businesses. And where's it go to in the end? They tax the shit out of the regular citizen,
right,
in Mexico, right, and also. There's entire things too where like there's Mexican citizens. This is mostly Mexico City, not Guadalajara. Mexico City is like the kind of the capital seat of Mexico, and very Aztec light. So a lot of people don't like the Aztecs. Well, Mexico City, there you go, right? But with Mexico City is like they're starting to get, some of the people there are starting to get mad because they're the northern Mexico, which is across the board. Actually, share my screen for a minute. This is the America James Polk wanted. It's not honestly. Are we mad with this? Like,
was he like what 1880 or when was that?
1840s. Yeah, okay. he one term. He got a lot of land done.
So pre-Civil War, basically.
Yeah,
we would have basically got all that arable land.
This is probably where we're heading. I'm not even joking around. And the only difference would be you're right, Isla, would be like probably all this is blew up here as well.
Yeah, you know, the Alberta side.
Yeah, because of Alberta. Like I asked actually a couple Canadians. He's like, "What do you think the chance of Alberta leaving?" Oh, nothing. He's like, they still don't believe it. But I asked an Albertan, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we're going to leave." So there's a lot of this is one of the touchy subject, but it was nice to ask a couple Canadians at the tables and at the event, like, "Hey, like, what do you think they'll leave?" Like, I don't think so, but they could. But no, pull it back up, Kyle.
It's like Bitcoin's the only thing that'll get the Canadians back to Vegas.
So there is a lot of American money here in these states, and this is roughly where all this down here is. This is roughly where all the manufacturing bases are set here in Mexico. And so, so automotive. There's the richest city, one of the richest cities in Mexico is called Monterrey, which is like roughly, well, it's Rio Grande here, but it's like roughly like right here. All the manufacturing in terms of like auto plants, as well as like 3M, like a lot of like not textiles, but more of like petrochemicals are created there and shipped up to the United States. Huge center. You have a lot of people living over here in Tijuana. Right, a ton. It's huge. I mean, this, supposedly some of the best, like, Chinese food in America or in Mexico, I've heard, but like, I don't know, these are just rumors I've heard. It's actually there's great.
Do they do takeout?
I believe you can Uber Eats it.
With enough money, Charlie.
Jesus.
Wait, let me hit one real quick. And Baja, I mean, there's so much, but like this is cartel. I mean, all the resorts are basically cartel owned, basically, but usually very safe here. And there's like a lot of partying that happens down here. Rosarita, you got all that down there. But this is one of the biggest fumbles of all American history right here. There's a lot of them here, but like they at one point during, I believe, the tequila crisis in Mexico, they offered Baja to California, to basically the United States, to buy it.
Right.
And we didn't do it. Literally, like historically speaking, like every time they offer you to buy land, you say yes.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, it's insane to me we didn't do this.
Well, what year was that?
Late 80s, early 90s.
Oh, yeah, because I was going to say maybe economics, if it was way back in the day, they might have been like, not seeing the U.S. becoming a superpower. But if it was the 80s, like, Jesus.
Even Mexico, there's another thing. So this is like early 2000s. Guatemala offered itself to be sold.
Oh, no. Oh, is that correct?
1917, 50 million in gold.
So maybe there's multiple
times?
No,
there's multiple times. No, this happened during the basically.
Oh, yeah. It looks like it's been happening a few times. Yeah,
I guess the last time was 1919.
No, it happened more recently. I'll find it.
1974. There you go.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, there's that one, sure, but like, there's one that happened during that because it was floated around as one of the things. Like, how about if we sell you this and you use that as collateral to like get the peso back in form, because they basically had a currency collapse in Mexico.
Right.
Yeah. And there's another time too. This has happened in the early 2000s where Guatemala says, "Hey, you can purchase us for a few $1 billion," when we joined Mexico, and they didn't do it. Mexico L, big L for Mexico. What are we doing? Now, there isn't a lot of people in Guatemala, but like, look at the land, the forests. I mean, they have like one of the biggest like nature reserves in the world. Like, the amount of resources in Guatemala is insane for mining. But in any country, it's like your neighbor's like, "Hey, let's fuse. Oh, let's do it."
Yeah,
you do it. Like, it's stupid not to. It's very dumb. But yeah, welcome to Moon Gang. Yeah, but like, this is just some of the fumbles. But we're heading. I believe we're heading a bit towards this, and probably absorbing Cuba. You see how Cuba's like. You see how it's like blue right there too as well. But you can take it off now. But it's just very dumb. I think the guy in charge. I think it was Bush Senior. I believe.
What do you mean?
I believe Bush Senior was.
Oh,
when was the tequila crisis? It was either Senior or it was Bill Clinton who fumbled it.
Tequila crisis.
Tequila. Yeah, the tequila. Yeah. Tequila crisis, Mexico, 1994. So yeah, it was probably Senior.
I think he got out. That was maybe the year of the election, actually.
Oh really? Yeah. So it may have been because he was
It's probably January of 1994 is when when Clinton was inaugurated, possibly.
Who's president during the Bill
Clinton?
Yeah, it was Bill Clinton.
He got inaugurated.
At the time. Yeah. Fucking Bill, fucking fumbling the bag, bro. Fuck, bro. Fuck. Wait, as a matter of fact, wait. I've been in Cancun this whole time and fucking up. Like, can you imagine the spring break movies, dog? Oh my god, bro. Yeah. What? L in the chat for Bill Clinton, bro.
That head was
Lewinsky wasn't even 18 yet. Like, no.
To be honest, I mean, if you look at him and you look at her these days, I'm like, Bill's probably like, he's like, I wish I had one more time. No.
Oh, Lewinsky?
Yeah.
Oh,
she doesn't look bad for her age. She looked worse way back then, I thought.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, she cleaned up and stuff.
I mean, she might get some money from speaking engagements too or something. But.
I know. Imagine if she's had the come down dress still.
She does. Yeah. She does, bro. I think she's giving that to her grandkids.
Family heirloom.
Family heirloom. The presidential nut.
Presidential seed, Miguel.
Oh my god.
Only here, you guys. You missed us.
Speaking of presidential seed phrases, Eric Trump was at the Bitcoin conference.
Yes, he was. That was it. Wow.
And we're live.
And we're live. But yeah, dude, that was a good redirect. Actually, great redirect. Let me see where it is. But yeah. I thought I had saves here. I'll find it right now. But basically, yeah, Eric Trump spoke at the Bitcoin conference and basically said that the U.S. government has over 300,000 BTC.
Yeah.
Very good. Just 3x less than North Korea. But but that's a very large amount of BTC. Obviously, most of it has been done through like drug raids, basically.
Right.
Yeah. But that,
and I'd say there's a portion of it that they have to basically pay back to victims, but I don't know what the portion is. Right. But it's like, do they have to pay them back in the original Bitcoin or in cash? That's the question. Because they can print as much cash as they want, allegedly.
Look, I'm not going to tell you what they're going to do, but why give something away that you can't print?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Here, Charlie, take this stack of useless dollars.
Hey.
They're kind of useless right now.
I'll put them straight into Bitcoin, baby.
Oh, dude, I forgot to bring it. Like, shout out to Maddie Allen.
Yeah.
Maddie, we just like, we were like at the craps table there at the Venetian. And then like he passed by like, hey, Maddie. He's like, Miguel, I totally wanted to give this to you last time I saw you at the event. I just forgot. He gave me a Zimbabwe $100 trillion bill.
I love it.
That was printed during the year Bitcoin white paper came out.
Okay.
In 2008. And he then gave me a note from 2007. So the note was basically the same thing. So they had a 1 penny note, and the Zimbabwe $100 trillion note was supposed to be worth a penny. So he said the hype. So like 2007, this is 1 cent. Then I turn it around. This is it a year and some change later.
Yeah.
100. I was like, Jesus. So I'm 100 trillionaire. Beautiful. But that's a really cool piece of history right there, actually. That's kind of, it was things like that. And as well as the bailout. I mean, really the final straw that like broke like the camel's back on Bitcoin being created was, bailing out the bankers. Now, here's the sad part is like, I do agree we had to do it.
I think the original paper, the newspaper from the British thing that was, or the chant, what was that called?
London Times, or like,
I forgot what the fuck it was called, but yeah, basically that original news story, wherever somebody sold, because they kept a pristine version of it, or whatever, they sold it for like $9 million recently. Yeah, biggest NFT there is now. But anyways, you were saying,
but yeah. So like, I mean, it's basically like I think it like even though like look, you have to look at this in terms of like human lives, and I mean, basically, we would have been a lost generation. Like me and Charlie as millennials, like you were coming out of college, I was getting out of high school. Fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, like it was already kind of fuck already, but like at least we like when the economy's bad, you go to school. Like when you're 18, you know what I'm saying? Like you can I don't say fuck off, but like you basically have till 22 to do anything, really, right. And no one's really looking at you crazy. You can even lie and say like, oh, I'm going to community college or whatever. Oh, okay, and like. Because you're a young 20 something or a 19-year-old going to school, checks out. Like,
you don't know what the hell you want to do with your life.
Correct. And but the economy was really bad after the housing crisis. Imagine that on steroids, on trembolone sandwiches, grams of gear. Ask Jack Napier. He knows all about steroids. But no, what all jokes aside, it would have been so much worse, like complete, like, I don't believe the dollar would have crashed because they would have saved the dollar in terms of like the interest rates, but like we would have had almost every. I think J.P. Morgan would still be here and Goldman Sachs. I think almost the other. I mean, it's a toss up of Bank of America,
right?
Which is like Bank of Italy, which is kind of crazy. Actually, it's Bank of Italy then turns to Bank of America.
When it took them until 2013, it wasn't really until 2013 where it was like, okay, now business is actually good, back to normal again, and then they went basically on like an 8-year bull market into 21.
Now this is about so actually this is a really good point. We can use this for crypto for a second. Is that we had these discussions with like Maddie was asking us stuff. There was guys there at the table that are asking stuff because like that's one of the favorite things. Like a lot of people that work within the industry, it's so crazy. It's like working for like. Can't see the trees for the forest or forest for the trees.
Yeah, a lot of people are too niched out.
Right. And there's so people working in the lending sector. So they're really good at short-term price, but then they get very scared of future price.
Right.
And other people are like, they just work in the mining industry. They're just trying to get as much like ASIC miners as they can, BTC, get their costs down. And if they're scaling, like they even told us, it's like they're scaling so much that they're just so bogged down trying to get sites and contracts and licenses to get the amp or like the wattage or whatever they need to actually run these machines.
Yeah.
And make sure it's like zoned in a proper faraway place in bumfuck nowhere, Texas, or wherever the hell or Dakotas, depending. And then also like, do you run off the grid or do you run it off of like hydroelectric or can you use like natural gas? Like these are all like these massive
what's
things.
the when there's like fracking or whatever,
natural gas.
There's like the stuff that basically is runoff that they just burn.
Yeah, it's natural gas.
They use that for a lot of Bitcoin miners in Texas. I know that.
It's cheap. Yeah, it's very cheap. So when we were in the fracking boom before the Saudis crashed us, it's a negative, which I can go in that for a second. But basically, yeah, it was coming out. There was so much being created. So the one problem when you frack, you create a lot of like light sweet crude, which is really good for gasoline, but it also has pockets of gas. And that gas gets extracted, but the problem is that if you don't have the infrastructure to hold it, because you have to freeze it so you can collect it in a giant truck, as an example, you fill it up, it's filled, and then but in order to really transport it, you have to then send it somewhere so it can be kind of frozen down and liquefied, so you actually can take a really large amount of mass, because like in that gassy, like you can only take so much pressure, basically.
Right.
Yeah. So it's kind of complicated. So we had so much of it. There was tons of like. It was basically worthless. So like I remember at the time, now these prices aren't accurate anymore. This is at the time when fracking was booming. I believe like our cost per like let's just call it cubic foot, whatever it is, right? In terms of like for natural gas, it was like $1.80 versus like somewhere like Japan, they were paying $8. That's how big of like the difference. Like we're paying $1.80. And the reason it would be lower than that, except there's transport card freezing costs. There's cost to actually like move it basically. But $1.80, $8 for Japan. Insane, you know, and then a lot of people wanted to export it, but then there's like fractions within the government that like, I don't know whether it was like maybe like super PACs or it was like, you know, people basically paying to like, we don't want the United States to be an energy exporter because it'll fuck up our money. So there's a lot of that there too.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's actually a huge one. I mine Bitcoin in space. Yeah. People are talking about that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like Elon's trying to make data centers for AI through there. So of course, then having a little Bitcoin mining would make sense with that. But yeah, I mean, I think, you know, crypto is thriving to some extent.
Yes.
I mean, one of the things that Saylor was talking about at the conference is basically Bitcoin going to, you know, the crypto market going to a $200 trillion asset class, all that type of thing. Bitcoin being $10 million. You know, per coin, stuff like that. I'm like, you know, shout out to Saylor for getting some good clips out of the conference and all that. But yeah, besides those things, like I would say the only thing that kind of like screamed, what do you call it? Traditional Bitcoin maxi type of things was the Jack Dorsey talk, right? He was talking about basically, I think some documentary that he's helping to create that's talking about basically freeing Julian Assange from WikiLeaks, something like that. And then using Bitcoin as a free permissionless, you know, protocol, stuff like that, right? So, but you didn't have like a lot of those talks by major people. Most of the major people were government related.
Yeah.
And I think Kash Patel, I think gave his talk or whatever on like Monday morning. Nobody there.
Nobody. Bro, okay, I'm gonna tell you, like conferences need to stop. I understand, like it's true. Like there's only so many hours in the day. But like, I don't care where you're at. It is so difficult to go to an 8 a.m. fucking like what?
Makes no sense.
Yeah. Like a lot of times they give you those morning ones just because either they just didn't fit you and they don't think you're that important, or because I mean, sometimes like we've been offered some stuff, and then I was like, just give me I'll join a panel.
Yeah,
because like, yeah, I understand. I kind of signed up late, so like I don't expect to have like a solo talk kind of thing. But add me to a panel. I ain't doing like I literally have like we've denied like we can fit you here at like 9:30 in the morning. I'm like, no, I'm okay. Like
we know that's not gonna happen.
I'm not in this. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
It only makes sense for like the first day, right, of an event.
Right. Yeah.
Right. How so? You know, the crypto mindset course with Charlie and Cultivate Crypto and how not to rug. Where are they?
Crickets.
Where are they? Well, I guess they rugged. On how to get rugged. Oh, that'd be such a good title.
That would be pretty funny. Troll level 1,000.
It's like they wanted to play it. Thanks for the money, suckers. That's a great idea. That's good. I'm gonna implement that one day. But Kyle, if you want to show the my screen for a second, I finally found the Eric Trump.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So good.
Well, let me hop in here, guys. You know, the compression of Bitcoin is unbelievable. You know, I think I was the first guy on a stage like this wearing a suit, maybe in this industry, and that was about 3 years ago, advocating for this industry. And now every single day you see what they're doing. You see what Charles Schwab is doing. You see what JP Morgan is doing. I mean, you literally had Jamie Dimon 2 years ago that was laughing at Bitcoin, not believing in the asset. Now all of a sudden using JP Morgan Chase, you can go out, you can borrow against your Bitcoin holdings to get home mortgages. You have Charles Schwab that's about to, you've seen all the announcement that they've made, but they're about to custody Bitcoin for the first time. This is the low-cost provider of all wealth management in the country with 30 million bank accounts, and they're going all in. You see what they've done at BlackRock. You see what they're doing with all the ETFs that you just mentioned, the most successful ETFs in history. In history, every single one of them that launches has become an incredible success. Now all of a sudden they're adding on top of that, they're adding yield strategies on top of that. Then you look at what Michael Saylor's doing, and he's a dear friend and doing a phenomenal job. You look at what Simon and Metaplanet's doing a phenomenal job. You look at what 21 Capital is doing. Guys, they are buying and they are not selling. You look at what I'm doing at American Bitcoin mining. We are mining and we are not selling. We believe in the asset. You look at all the companies, how they're growing their Bitcoin treasuries. You look at private companies like the Trump Organization, how we're treasuring Bitcoin because we believe in it as an asset class. We are compressing Bitcoin. There is a limited supply, and that limited supply, as much as we like to throw around 21 million, it's not 21 million. People have lost it, but beyond that, people are not selling it. People are holding it. Bitcoin is becoming sticky. And it's no longer, the DeFi crowd who are incredible, the young kids who really believed in digital assets and were buying Bitcoin when it was $10 and $50 and $100. Now you have the biggest institutional accounts. You have governments. You have the United States government that holds 300,000 Bitcoin and will not sell it. You have the Middle East that is using energy from cities that they don't need to cool in the middle of winter, but they do obviously have to cool in the middle of summer because it's hot as hell. Guess what they're using all that extra capacity for? To mine Bitcoin. Guys, it is compressing, and it is compressing hard. And honestly, I was saying this backstage. We were talking a little. I'm more confident in Bitcoin today, at the number that it's at today, than I was in Bitcoin when it was 125,000. Because honestly, what Bitcoin's done in the last 6 months relative to what Bitcoin's done in the previous 3 years is transformational. I mean, this rush is only getting going, and we are in the greatest period, I think, in the history of crypto. And just hold on, guys. Hold on. It's coming.
Bush doesn't. Yeah, go ahead. We were just laughing in the background. The guy with the gray sweater right here, man, his asshole was tight.
He's just like, I know I'm gonna be on this clip. What's this guy about to say? Like,
yeah, and I
like, it's hot in the Middle East. Like,
can we go back to that? Where was that? That shit was.
That holds 300,000 Bitcoin and will not sell it. You have the Middle East that is using energy from cities that they don't need to cool in the middle of winter, but they do obviously have to cool in the middle of summer because it's hot as hell. Guess what they're using?
No shit.
There's like, I can't see the other guy's face, but like that guy right there, he looks so worried because he could say some wild shit, and he's gonna be in the clip and stuff. It's like, I mean, everyone here on the panel hates black people. I mean,
Jesus.
I mean, and then, but that's the sort of thing that they get worried about and shit. But like, it's hilarious. But yeah, I mean, 300,000, that's a significant amount. I imagine that's going to grow eventually to 400 over the years and stuff. I mean, I think one day, like, I think they can get 1 million BTC. The smart way to do it is to secretly buy it. You know?
Yeah, there's some rumor that sometime in May there might be an executive order about the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve a little bit more. So we'll kind of see if that's useful or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, we did have the Fed meeting as well today, right? Yeah. So that's another thing we'll probably talk a little bit about. But there was a word from our sponsor that was something interesting, I think, we wanted to mention.
Yeah, it is. Here, let me. Me, myself, and Charlie from Cultivate Crypto. Once again, you guys, we are here to bring you the Crypto Mindset Las Vegas Meetup in 2026, you guys. It will be June 4th through the 7th for the VIPs, as well as June 5th through the 7th for general admission. Come on down. Obviously, with VIP tickets, all inclusive. Obviously, if you fuck off with some girl, then that's your problem. But all inclusive, it comes. You have to get your own flight, but hotel is taken care of. Transportation within the event and stuff. It's going to be. Have we announced? I think we've only announced the casino.
Right.
Okay, we'll keep that there. But like, basically, don't worry. Everyone who gets a VIP ticket gets a paid for suite for the 3 days.
Right.
Transportation to and from all the events as well. Meals as well. Alcohol. Now, if just because you can bring a +1 to this, but +1 to the general admission side of it.
Right.
There's limited space because we've already sold a good chunk of it already. So like
VIPs.
Yeah.
I love the VIPs because we usually get a few new ones. We get a lot of people returning from previous years and stuff like that. So it's a good crew. And I would say there's always the most juice. We have the best time, all those types of things. So,
I mean, shooting guns, dinners, sports cars, gambling.
We've had
helicopters. Nightclubs, bars, rock concerts. I mean, literally, we went to like a speakeasies rock concert. You can't even know it's there, and then you're like, like
dude,
damn.
That one was awesome.
Yeah, that was
awesome.
Cool.
Yeah,
I was so
any of the VIPs who were there know what we're talking about.
Yeah, and also protect the innocent, of course.
Of
course. But it is a great event. Obviously, look, we do give one little warning. It is going to be closer into the summer, or is the summer. So we want everyone to stay hydrated. One thing we have told people over the years is like, I think it's better if you're going to drink at night.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get guys who drink all day. We have some VIPs that did that, some general admission guys. By the nighttime, they were pretty cooked not because of the alcohol, because they were dehydrated already. So stay hydrated and stuff like that. And
and right now we still have discounted prices here.
Yes.
But Monday at midnight Pacific Standard Time, that will change.
Correct.
So the VIP is right now $3,800. That will go up to $4,200 or 4,200, I believe, after this. And then the general admission right now is $450. That will go up to $525 on Monday at midnight Pacific Standard Time. So, you want to basically, make travel plans early, a month in advance, and it's going to be a great time. So I'm looking forward to that.
We have plenty of time, but basically you have about a month and 8 days to kind of prepare. Basically.
Yeah. And the one thing about Vegas, right? The more you for example, let's say you're flying in on Thursday night, and then you're leaving on maybe like Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon, whatever it is. Flights depends, right? But in terms of like hotels and transportation, whatever you're doing when you get here, if you book that usually about a month in advance, you get decent prices. And you can probably find some really, really good deals. If you try to do it like the week before,
you're
just gonna get hosed on a bunch of stuff. Even though Vegas is not like super popping right now compared to what it's been in the past.
But people are also lying on Vegas. Right
but they're catering more to like the VIP crowd, right? Which is the people who spend more money. So they don't really need to bend over backwards that much. And even like some of the deals that I think like Caesars or the MGM was doing through like Excelsior or whatever, they package things to make it look like a deal. They're not even really giving that much of a deal out on there. So like if you're trying to get like really good prices on stuff, I would say the sooner the better, to be honest. So booking stuff in advance, things are cheaper.
And we have the same pay options everyone asked for. So it's GPay, Apple Pay, Link, and that's just basically debit or credit card, basically, and then PayPal and PayPal credit as well. We had a couple guys that bought through PayPal credit. They get access to the group, and then you pay it off in 4 payments or whatever, depending on what installment you end up doing. And it's pretty cool. Like honestly, it's a really fun time. You get to hang out with me and Charlie the entire time. You get to learn how to gamble. We essentially do like little seminars throughout the whole thing, talking to everybody. Cigar lounge. My favorite is the cigar lounge. I love we always close out we always do invite both the VIPs and general admission to that. A Sunday night closeout is like we invite everyone to a cigar lounge that we announce the week of, just because for reasons, right? And it's just a great time. Everyone's just buzzing off of nicotine, having a nice drink, or just having water, having fun. And we just talk to everybody. We had Rolo and a bunch of other people show up as well. So we always have a bunch of the influencer celebrities show up, and it's a great time.
I mean, we recently saw at the same event both Sean Kelly and Coach Greg Adams here in Vegas, and Luke as well, who we did a podcast with quite a while back.
Yeah, and then so I wouldn't be shocked to come by, and I know Greg Adams loves a cigar. Actually, he was smoking cigars. Actually,
no, Greg Adams is good. He's a good guy.
Yeah, shout out to Sean Kelly and stuff like that. He just interviewed Sailor.
Yeah, he did.
He interviewed Sailor and stuff. And people ask me how he takes his steak burnt to a crisp. No, I think rare, but yeah, man. I mean, it's gonna be a great time. And yeah, I mean, that's how it is. Like the more people that come, the more cooler stuff we do. We actually we have options of like, if we're oversubscribed, we can add stuff.
Right.
But we have to get to that point, so like, it's a fun,
so it's a fun time. Throwing midgets at dartboards.
I mean, it's kind of on the list. I mean, I got told by some pretty high, so I've gambled before with some guys. This is, I think, actually, no, you weren't in Vegas at the time. You were in the Vegas time. I had met some guys that had been to some of these crazy parties that they throw at the Wynn. And like, he's like, dog, when I say they give you a menu, not the Wynn, I'm talking about like, I don't know, concierge of concierge. Like, he's like, bro, they put it out. They had a golden black menu. Anything you want, dog. It was like, he's like, midgets were on there. Everything.
Like, the golden showers, I'm sure.
Well, but it's real. It is real though. No, it's sort of like no, I shouldn't say this. Yeah, it's sort of like in any of the professional sports leagues, like they're not going to give you steroids, but then they have like doctors of doctors. That, what I mean? Yeah, it was kind of funny. Like when like Sammy Sosa and Barry Bonds all got popped, they were all at the same doc. So basically, the whole fucking roster was every roster was going to that doctor.
Like WWE, Hulk Hogan, and all that.
Yeah, they all had the same doctor.
Yeah. And I would say that summer race between Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire was nice.
Yeah. Sammy was still kind of brown.
Dude, when I saw Sammy's recent pictures, I was like, wow, that's insane. But
what he did to himself?
Unfortunate.
Yeah. I mean, because it doesn't look good.
Nah. It's very Michael Jackson vibes,
Yeah. But at least Michael went movies in theaters. Shout out. But like, someone told me it was actually really good, believe it or not.
Which one?
Like the Michael Jackson movie that came out, it's actually going to be a 2 to 3 part movie.
Oh, okay, interesting.
So, yeah, it stopped right at the end of like
interesting life.
Yeah, so it's like Jackson 5, and then it ends right there as they did Thriller.
Oh, cool.
And now there's gonna be like, we'll see if he ends up singing the song at the end, the last song he did.
Probably not. They'll probably end it with what's that one? Like, We Are the World or some bullshit. Like
yeah. I mean, late stage Michael, I wasn't. I mean, not that I wasn't a fan, but I'm just like,
yeah. Go off the deep end a little bit, right?
Kick me, trick me, everything you need me.
Yeah,
they don't really care about us, right? That was a cool. I mean, it's a catchy song, but it's even that song was like it wasn't a banger, but it was nice, whatever, But it was crazy. I feel like that was like the last mega celebrity where I was like, I literally called my friend on a landline. Yo, Michael Jackson died. I was like, wow, was it 09?
There was like.
That was 09 when he died, right? Or 07?
I don't remember.
Yeah, one of those.
But
yeah. Can I pay with Farcoin? Yeah, we do have the option. Yeah,
probably.
Yeah. 2009. Yeah. Oofa. Yeah, Farcoin. Actually, there's a guy in here. I don't know. She's probably not here right now because he didn't know we were going to be live. But like, I forgot his like 2007 in his name. He's like a very large holder of like Luna Classic. It's like up. It's like up 100% today. So he's probably like, he's like, I paid the CMC off with just fucking Luna Classic, which is really cool. But Yeah. We're just So exactly, we're just back on YouTube today, but Charlie will be back on May 1st. I'll be on May 2nd.
Yep. So I'll do one episode on Friday, and then I'll do my regulars from Tuesday through Friday next week.
Exactly. So we'll be back to a roughly regular schedule and stuff at that point. And just as for guys who are in the Crash Out course and the regular course, we will be starting webinars pretty soon. We're gonna have an update for the people for the Crash Out course later today.
Yep.
And then
we'll have a
breakdown,
a webinar.
Yeah.
Here. And one thing I do want to show the chat a little bit here today as well, just since we're talking about kind of things in the course, what we've been doing, different updates, stuff like that. The Citadel, as well as the current crypto mindset course, have gotten a pretty nice, shiny new toy to play with absolutely for free. So I just wanted to kind of show it a little bit here. When you basically, this is only available to people in the Citadel as well as the current crypto mindset course. Once the quarter is over, if you're not intending to get into the next crypto mindset course, basically this will be taken away. But if you're in the Citadel, basically you always have access to this. So this is the new market outlook dashboard, cultivate crypto algo signals charting service thingamajiggy, right? We haven't come up with a snazzy name for it yet. So we usually takes me and Miguel like a good 20-30 minutes of just like spitballing different names and stuff. But we have version 1.0 here for you guys.
You guys want to know the name of the first crypto mindset course? we're like fundamental technical analysis, like fuck, bro.
It was like,
and then we're flipping the names back and forth.
Yeah, it was the fundamental technical analysis, on-chain data, educational platform
bonanza.
Bonanza. Right? We're like, it doesn't quite have a rig to it.
And we tried everything. I literally was writing the names down in different combinations, and I was like, these are all trash.
Yeah. So take us off the screen here, Kyle. I'll show the whole shebang here. So what is this? Basically, it's a way for us to give you some market updates while we're off of YouTube, right? So this is very good for people in the CMC as well as the Citadel. But also, I would say it's kind of like a nice little source of truth, because you can watch a show and you'll be able to get a lot of the details with pretty much all the details what's happening with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Sol. But here you'll have a nice place where if we're offline or it's the weekend or whatever, you'll get some updates on these coins. Now, we have 6 coins. These are for free. So all of this is absolutely for free. At some point, we will add more coins and you'll be able to buy subscription bundles, stuff like that. But basically, the Citadel has Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Sol, and the course has Bitcoin, Ethereum, Sol, Arrow, Pepe, and Zcash currently. The reason why we chose these 3 is because they have been some of the better trades that we've seen during the current crypto mindset course. There's a little alpha for you there, right? But basically, you look at the chart section, and you got the live chart. We put it on dark mode here. We have automatically for you the Bollinger Bands that we recommend, as well as the 10 moving average here and some RSI. So, nice simple setup for you guys to see the current price. So that way, when you do go to the analysis section and you see the current daily chart, because we're doing a webinar tonight and this show today, I did not update this here today. The last time this was updated was 24 hours ago. But all the information still holds true. And so right now we just have this on the daily chart for the but we do share information down here. So if we go down to the analysis, there you go. Some details before my Friday show about what's happening right now with the charts. And we are leaning a little bit bearish right now. The 60-day cycle high could be in on day 24. So we're watching that very closely. But basically here, if you look at the chart from this breakout, I believe, I can't remember the date, maybe April 4th, or I'd have to go back to the chart to see. Well, let's go to the Bitcoin chart. So it was April 5th. Sorry, my bad. One day off, right? So this time here, once we broke out, we said, hey, the 60-day cycle low is in, and we've basically had a nice run there during the crypto mindset course for you guys. So a lot of this, and then at the end of the webinars, we've released this charting service so that way people can basically take profits properly. And there have been quite a few people in the crypto mindset course actually today taking profits off of Aerodrome and other coins that they've held through this move here. So basically, if you're on it and you're subscribed to either the Citadel or the crypto mindset course, In the pinned chat, you do have a tutorial about how to use this, how to read the signals, how to understand what I'm talking about here. So that way you're informed. But then, what do you call it? You can go through all the other charts here as well. So I just wanted to show that a little bit here today. This is very basic version 1. Version 2 will have charts for daily, monthly, and weekly for these assets. And then there will be a backlog of 2 or 3 days of information. So we usually will update this about every other day. Unless there's like a big move or something, we'll update it that particular day. But it's a way for you guys to kind of keep up to date and make sure, oh shit, there's a sell signal, Miguel. It's time to take profit, right? So that way you actually do, some of the stuff that we say throughout the course and throughout the times that we're educating you guys here about what's happening in the market. So
yeah, and we'll long-term add or maybe take coins away depending if like
correct. So these are this is the free base version here. Like I said before, if we
this is available to everyone in the
Citadel and the current crypto mindset course. If you leave the Citadel and you're not in the crypto mindset course for the current quarter, you will lose access. If you're in if you're in the current crypto mindset course and you don't take the next one and you don't get into the Citadel, you lose access. So it's a good way for us to basically pay you guys back, during this bear market with a way to, really make some good money during these swings.
Yeah, we just want to give you guys more value and like our products and services. We just want to keep improving them and giving you guys more and more and more and more.
Yep. So you take it off the screen now. Wait, before you take it, my bad. You finish what you were saying there, and then I'll throw out.
Yeah, we always just want to constantly improve our products and services. We want to make them better, faster, stronger. Just like we've gotten better at teaching people over time, we want our products to, help out. And we're also using AI in the background. This is part of it as well. Like we want to have these services for people like, sometimes you need that extra visual representation. You're like, and you're able to make, sounder, better decisions at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, you have to log in and look at it and push the green or red button, depending on what you feel.
Correct. And if you want instant access to this within the next 24 hours, then come over here to cultivatecrypto.com/shop and then jump into the Citadel and you'll get the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana charts absolutely for free. And so when you're, seeing price action play out over this weekend, should I take some off the table and stack some USDC, or should I, basically keep some of my profits running on a trade? You're having those questions on, let's say, Sunday morning, Saturday evening, or whatever. Boom. This basically helps you in those different situations here, because crypto is a 24/7, 365 market. So definitely come over here. And then, like Miguel mentioned, we also have the Crypto Mindset Meetup coming up. So you have all of that available here for you guys. So come over to cultivatecrypto.com and we'll help you out there. So you can take me off on that now.
Yeah. And, I will let you guys know this because obviously I'm not coming back till the second, but I am currently looking into making a trade on Pepe. Exactly.
Yeah. Pepe's been a good runner for people. So basically everybody who attended the early webinars and specifically the risk management webinar, along with the early webinars here, they've been playing this 60-day cycle like a freaking fiddle, man. It's been fun to see. Not every single trade is a winner. So we during the crypto mindset course, we're like, hey, we're in a bear market. You might want to use some stop losses. Risk management. This is interesting. But
what's that, Charlie?
Yeah. So we try to make sure that those principles come through in the information that we give there as well. But definitely saucy. But so where do we go from here, Miguel?
I guess we could talk about. So obviously, I'm gonna do a real Fed breakdown.
Yes.
Right. Obviously, but no rate cuts. Everything's staying the same. It is Jerome Powell's official last day at the Federal Reserve. He'll be stepping down May 15th.
Right. But he will still be an advisor.
Right. Yep. Yeah, exactly. So he's like, but I'll be in the back. He literally said, like, I'll be I'll be not in the shadows, but I'll be a quiet observer.
I'll be lurking in the shadows.
Yeah. But there's dissenting opinions at the Fed right now. There's some people that want to raise rates, fucking crazies. There's people that just want to kind of keep it there, do nothing. And then there's a growing amount that are like, I want to cut.
Yeah, it's kind of like the bell curve.
Yeah,
with how it's situated there.
And he pretty much said that, like, there's a lot more people, like, there's growing on both sides now. There's people seeing data like we need to increase rates. Like the big one was I think the Bank of Japan was going to increase rates again, and they decided not to this time.
Mm-hmm.
But they were going to, and we're like, oh, because right now people keep saying this, but the unwinding of the yen dollar trade and stuff, it is slowly it is happening, but like it's been going on for such a long time, and I know you've talked a lot about it in the Princes of Yen and stuff and everything in terms of
what forcefully fucked over their own country,
on purpose, basically there's almost no excuse on purpose, basically, but to basically be led into the club, like we actually had a bit of a talk about this personally between me and you about like in a way, if you look at like what happened this cycle with Ethereum, it looks to us like Ethereum signed a deal as well.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, a year in crypto is like a decade in the equities markets.
Mm-hmm.
We looked it up. Like Japan's kind of like jumped into this thing. It's almost been like 40 years.
Yeah. Because right now is the first time they're like, okay, we're going to kind of roll this back a little bit. And they've been doing that since at least 1987, 89, something like that. So almost 40 full years. So kind of the same type of deal over the long term.
Right. So we're like, well, hey, it was kind of 4 years of lackluster growth on Ethereum. Yeah, obviously it bottomed out. It performed pretty good in 23.
Yeah.
Kind of started like going sideways in 24. But the way I think Ethereum is going to perform a lot better this cycle at the very least. Obviously, I mean, Bitcoin has got all the institutional railways, but the railways are being put in for Ethereum, and I think you're having a lot more on-chain stuff. I think a lot of L2s look like they're kind of shutting down right now.
Yeah,
and a lot of the top if they're not shutting down, their top projects are opening up a shop on, Ethereum main chain.
Yeah, it's like Coinbase Base protocol is probably going to be the biggest winner of the Ethereum L2s at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I'm seeing obviously look during the Bitcoin conference, the Bitcoiners. I mean, I've seen the Bitcoiners out here. They're getting drunk. They're getting drunk.
Hey, I respected the amount that I saw the Bitcoiners playing the casino.
Yeah,
I was like, I think the only other conference that I've seen at the Venetian that had as many people playing in the casino was Accenture, which was one of the big four companies, right? So they help consult like a lot of the big corporations and stuff like that. Those guys, right? They just fill up all the craft tables of the casino. But yeah, Bitcoiners, they like to have a good time.
Yeah. So we are going to have a May 15th is going to be the date. I think we're going to get a new person into the Federal Reserve.
Yep.
And let me look at the exact date for the next meeting. I believe it's in let's look here.
It is June 17th.
Yeah, June 17th. Interesting. So we're probably going to have a rate cut there. That's what's going to be expected. Well, hell break loose. We'll see. But it should. That's when it should start happening. It's wondering like how much are they going to cut? Are they going to do a quarter? Are they tippy toeing it, or is he going to listen to Trump and do the 100 basis point like mega cut, which would be like, yes, please.
Yeah, I wouldn't think on the first one because I mean Jerome did really underscore. He was like, there were I think 3 out of the 13 banks that wanted to do cuts for this current meeting, something like that. And he was kind of highlighting that because he was like, we don't want to make this political. And it's like, bro, you've been making this political for years already.
I know, like I've said before the I would say up to 24, he did an incredible job as the main dude at the Federal Reserve. He did an incredible job. Like I've like thrown flowers at him in terms of what he did. Like he got us a soft landing out of COVID. I think he did a really great job. And then he just started playing Mr. Politics. I don't know what blackmail the Dems got on him. I have no idea, but like it is insane that like they cut 50 basis points right before the election, maybe just to get ahead of it. And then no cuts during the election. Okay. You want to stay neutral. All right. President Trump won. You could have cut in December. Okay, they didn't. All right, January, no cut. They wait until September of 20. So right before the summer of 24 until September of 25, a year and a half.
Yeah.
No. What are we doing?
And the excuse is always inflation, right? But which is always bullshit because here's the 2 scenarios. If they actually cut rates from the beginning of the year in 25, we get a crazy bull market. Ethereum hits new all-time highs. Bitcoin goes to 150, 160,000, at least 140 probably, something like that, right? We get that over speculation in the bull market. You also get probably some over speculation with the traditional markets as well.
Right.
So all of that money usually helps to stimulate the economy, right? You do get some inflation from those types of things happening, and you're probably going to get some more money printing happening. I think one of the things he said today is like, politicians always want us to just print more money to make them look good. But we don't do that because we're not political. And it's like, that's bullshit. 100% bullshit.
And we're not even we're asking for rate. So, okay.
But so to finish the thought, right, before we say that is, so we could have had a much better bull market. People made some money. They banked that, right? And then they can get into assets later and, basically outpace the inflation that's coming after that, as long as they're prepared and educated, right? Versus this scenario that we got, no rate cuts, market did okay. People didn't make as much money as they could. And then when you go down, you go lower in markets and you still have inflation. Yeah. Right. It's not quite as bad, but eventually you're either going to money print so you go higher, or you're going to money print because it's so low already. Right. So either way, the money printer is going to get turned on at some point. So inflation's going to fuck everybody over. So at some point you got to let people make some money, but there's a portion of it where it's like, if you get so political that you hurt the American people, I think the American people, because they have been kind of taught to listen to the media and, Jerome Powell is your friend, the Federal Reserve's your friend, all this bullshit, right? They haven't read what's that book called? The Jekyll Island book, The Creature of Jekyll Island, right? They haven't read how the Federal Reserve was created, all that stuff. And so they believe that, oh yeah, Jerome helped us. Jerome made sure that inflation didn't get crazier. It's like, no matter what, like the fiat dollar is fucked. Yeah. So you might as well make some money and then bank that. And then during the times that are lean, then you can basically get that into cheap prices for assets like Bitcoin that you can hold long-term and outpace inflation. But yeah, I mean, educating America on finance, just that needs to be like balanced like a checkbook. Like I know that's like an old thing, but you know what I mean? Like understanding how your finances are and how to do that.
Crossing the T's, dotting the I's.
That should be done in high school, right? Like, and nobody gets that education. Why? Because they want you to be poor and they obviously don't give a fuck about you. And not even Jerome.
In 20 years from now, they'll be teaching in high school, like, look, this is how you make a guaranteed 1% return on your money on Cashy. So, but no, all jokes aside, no, you're absolutely right. On like what they should have, like another thing too is like I kind of like Kevin Warsh, which is going to be the new. Hopefully nothing happens, but like right now, so far, that's going to be the new guy at the Fed, Trump's guy. Hopefully he picks correct this time because. Like, it's just so hard for me to hate Jerome because he did a great job. Right. I really do think he did a great job. He fumbled 25.
Right.
And you could say, I mean, I could say probably like most of 24, but like he did an incredible job during 21, especially 22 and 23 and 24. Like he did it like if I think we had some other person, they would have been really bad. Would have been really bad. But like, kind of like you said earlier, is like, they're always asking us to print money. We're not even asking them to print money. We're asking them just to lower. So, okay, the Fed can print money directly. Most of the money that gets printed just goes directly to the banks anyways for liquidity. There's not really like, here's print money.
And now Kraken's in that
charter bank
now too.
And Crypto.com.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, they were the first bank to actually get a chartered bank license.
I didn't know that.
Okay. Oh, exchange to get a chartered bank.
But do they have direct contact with the liquidity from the Fed? Because I know Kraken.
Kraken was the only one. So the chartered bank thing is really as an insurance policy to say they can still give yield on stables. That's really what it is. Even for Kraken, I doubt they would really just like, you get the direct liquidity.
That's what it was alleged.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see because I just have to see like what because that's how I interpret it.
Because there's a few Fed branches that basically descended on that for that reason. I thought, but we'll look it up later.
We'll have to look it up. Yeah, but from what I looked and read on at least on the Crypto.com one, because they got the charter bank.
Yeah, I think that one was different than Kraken.
Yeah. But that was kind of the lifeline to say Kraken because to say Crypto.com because I was talking to a couple guys at the event, a lot of Bitcoin mining guys. And I was shocked they didn't really know this. Actually, they didn't hear about this, but I was explaining that like what happened on October 10th was basically because of it was essentially a attack from China because of tariffs. So where can we hurt Trump right now? We'll put egg, because he's a crypto president. We'll put egg on his face in the crypto sector.
Yeah.
And what flashed like Justin Sun 2 weeks. 2 weeks before so I don't know whether he just heard stuff by being in the group or the Chinese just managed to find out that someone in the government is leaking information to the Chinese somehow that they're like, hey, Trump's gonna hit you with tariffs again. I believe it was like 40% tariffs or like something like that. It was like something like that, 25 to 40% extra tariffs. And they heard about it. Justin Sun got told, or he found out and told the Chinese government, one of the three or one of the two there allegedly. And
wouldn't it be funny we find out Justin Sun's like top brass in the CIA version of the CIA for the Chinese government? That'd be fucking hilarious, bro.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised he has somebody in like I don't know what their parliament is, but like their parliament or whatever, like a family member in there. But yeah, usually, I mean, they technically anyone high level or making money, they're a part of the party.
Yeah,
they have to be basically. So with Justin Sun there, right? Like however it went down, right? Allegedly, he pretty much sold. Basically, he had locked tokens. You know how he's suing the government right now, right? He's like, hey, my tokens are locked. Well, he went to Bitfinex allegedly and basically sold locked token contracts to Bitfinex. Bitfinex gave him liquidity from users to own tokens, then dumped the tokens, cashed out at the tune, I believe, the tune of like $45 million.
Interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
Could have been 70 million. I got to look back.
I think it was close to 70, 75 from what I remember. But
yeah, because he originally invested 75 million. 25 million of which went to buy Tron tokens. So $75 million to Trump's thing. They used 25 million of it to buy the Tron token. Now it's part of the list. And then the 50 million was going to be used for whatever they're going to be doing. Right. And then he got token allocation for that 75 million. Right. And obviously because of the lower valuation, he's in profit on it, of course. Right. That's how he could sell that small portion off the Bitfinex and take out 45, maybe to $75 million. And then now he's crying about the rest of his tokens on the lawsuit. But then what happened? So that's 2 weeks before. Then later, and this is even the crazier part, is that 1010 happened, and then Justin Sun's crazy ex is also called 1010. I find that like ridiculous. That's insane. Like wow, karmic shit how that happens. So like Justin Sun has his girlfriend who's like starts to put out shit because basically she wasn't paying him anymore. Like, obviously livestock stuff. And then I'm doing an expose. I've got all this stuff. They were doing all kinds of insider trading, creating dummy accounts. So we all knew this shit. Come on, of course. But that's why no one's calling her a liar. Well, Justin Sun's team, maybe.
At least Clay Thompson's not in charge of a crypto project, right?
Yeah. Or Megan, shit, you might get shot. But like, so that happened, right? And what were the first assets to crash? The Trump meme token.
Yep.
World Liberty Fi, and more importantly, USDL1.
Right.
Which was their stablecoin, which unpegged to 91 cents. Huh?
How convenient.
Then the rest of the crash started happening, and then because that so the main two liquidity hubs, because this is actually something I got not an argument with, but kind of a back and forth. I was like, I finally said, okay, fine. If you don't believe me, okay, where's the main liquidity pools? No, it's everyone. No, it's only liquid in two places, really. Crypto.com, Binance. Binance supported it and repegged it. Crypto.com I think Crypto.com took massive losses because they were about to file an S1 to go public. They still have it. They're probably trying to patch up the hole because guess what? They were ahead of Kraken. Kraken beat them to the punch now. Kraken, and obviously, look, the timing ended up being bad just because like the bear market started happening, but they were trying to go public for $20 billion. They got rounded down to $13.5 billion.
Wow.
Still decent, but like not 20, right? So I would imagine, I don't know where you put Crypto.com there. I do think that Kraken is a much better exchange, but Crypto.com beat everyone to the punch in terms of getting credit cards and having debit card systems ahead of everybody else. So they have a much more like consumer credit card business than any other exchange does. Now all of them have now because Kraken's gone public, they have now a credit card, and they now have like a staking system for like a debit card for crypto and stuff, because now it's they basically need to create revenue outside of just crypto, basically, exchange fees basically. So Crypto.com is way ahead of them on that front, but still, like, we're in a bear market, so like I would imagine maybe they just decide to wait until like 27 to do it, to go public, possibly for Crypto.com. But it just was really weird to me. I was like, why am they like, they were kind of ahead of the curve? I mean, they have the president. I mean, they have everything to just go, and they didn't do it.
Yeah.
Now, part of it also was all the stablecoin acts haven't passed yet. So like there's all this weird stuff about like how does yield go. So like one bone that did save crypto.com was you get to be a charter bank. They gave it even before Kraken got it. And that was basically a lifeline to show like that was more of like, we're not giving them money, but like, oh, the Trump family is going to protect them.
Right. So
like the stock started like,
doing all right.
Yeah. And then for there, no runs now. It's a lot of times it's just a confidence game. It's like, you're like, I've been knighted by the queen. It could mean jack shit, but like, we should lend him money. He's all right.
Yeah.
That's all. And that's it. And that's enough to get you through, So these are like, we just been around long enough. You start seeing all these, that what's the Charlie? What's the guy? Like, it's like
Charlie Day.
Charlie Day. Yeah, Charlie Day. It's like,
yeah, the Always Sunny in Philadelphia meme. I love that one.
And like I've said before, and I've said this before we went off of YouTube, that we've got the 3 biggest IPOs happening. We got SpaceX going public, we got Anthropic, and we got OpenAI. Now OpenAI right now, Elon's throwing some haymakers right now at Altman right now, because he's like, dog, you stole, like, it was supposed to be a nonprofit, and then you end up owning more shares than you even disclosed, and on top of that, like, you owned it on something that what are you doing here? I mean, honestly, Altman's looking a little fucking bad right now. It's not
Altman's Altman. Everybody hates that guy.
And you know how they said Anthropic, Claude is so much better. They said no to the military industrial complex. They just got greenlit again. They're back in. Bro, this AI not being used to kill people. Shut the fuck up, you guys. You guys are insane.
Dude,
insane, dude.
China already has Skynet.
Yeah.
Like literally they call their own system Skynet. So there's going to be a what do you call it? Like kind of the shadow war behind the doors on that one.
Franklin is doing 2 Celsius a day healthy or not? Well, there has been some studies saying that like you lower dementia risk by 18% by drinking 300 milligrams a day, but usually in the morning
of caffeine
in the morning. They're talking about coffee, not like energy drinks, obviously. Right. But look, you have to understand, like, there's this girl, and that's a girl cheerleader. She's not that tall, really skinny. She drank 6 energy drinks a day for like a week, and then she died.
Yeah.
It's like me drinking. That would be like me because of the size difference and the weight difference. It's like me drinking 12 a day. Like, what are we like? Yeah, I think I'd have a heart attack.
Yeah. You're basically up 24/7, right?
Yeah. And that's that I'm a person that consumes I mean, look, I got to fucking, I mean,
that venti right there is like 350 milligrams.
350 milligrams.
This is another 200.
200, right? It's almost empty.
Yeah. And I think what
right there.
We've had maybe maximum like 2 or 3 days off in a row since we started the beginning of the enrollment for the crypto mindset course mid-March. We've been basically going like on caffeine straight for a month and a half, almost 2 months now.
Kyle, what's that? Oh no, and I remember now. Okay, so on Futurama, there's this whole skit where like he drinks like 1,000 or 100 cups of coffee, and then he hits God mode. It happened to me once at a festival. There was no water anywhere. I don't know. They were we're in the middle of fucking like Coachella Valley or whatever in India. Like, we're gonna fucking die. And like all there was like sponsored by Monster. You could buy the purple Monster, the orange Monster, or the white Monster, and then so that's all we had to drink. I was dying of thirst. I must have drank 6 of those hoes. By the 6th one that I drank, I saw purple. There was no longer color. Purple. Purple, red tint on everything. I was like, I guess I was like, wow. And then I just remember moving, and I was moving like this. Oh, I literally felt like I was in a spacesuit, like moving like this. Oh shit. And I was like, that's enough caffeine. You know how few times in my life I've said that's enough caffeine.
And that's when the stroke hit. No.
This was a far fitter, younger Miguel. Much more leaner. Yeah. But that was crazy. I was like, I saw purple, literally. Purple.
Nice.
Fucking crazy, dude.
But crypto.
But yeah, so I'll have a full Fed breakdown and kind of geopolitical breakdown because I'm gonna go over. So on my May 2nd stream that I'm gonna have, which I believe is Saturday, right?
Yeah, I believe. Yeah.
So it's gonna be about the Fed mostly, and then I'm gonna go into all the geopolitics and kind of what's going on in the oil trade. Like, why is Trump doing all these things to protect the fucking dollar?
Yeah,
stop being retarded. Like, I'm sorry. Like, do I want these war and these? No, I don't want boots on the ground, but I don't mind bombs. Like, let's be honest. Or an extraction team.
He's doing like the lightest version of military that the United States has seen in quite a while.
Yeah. My man drank so much bullshit he was seeing sound. It was at a festival. I mean, it was crazy though. Like, I mean, like anyway, I'm just gonna stop it. Like, it's wow. I mean, I'm not lying to you, dude. I've never had that happen in my life. I'm telling you, when I tell you, like, I will probably remember that until I'm 80.
Nice.
Like white monster life, you know, like it's purple. It was literally purple, and then eventually it started going red. So like, I mean, obviously it's like there's red inside purple. So like it just started going, and then eventually my eyesight returned. I went to one of those, like, you know, those Red Cross tents and shit, like, you know, where they sneaked all the Nazis off to Argentina. Like, and they got me some water, and then like all the color came. I remember the first color that came back was green. Green. It was crazy. I was like, the Red Cross just looked red. It was like the red on the cross. It was just a red pirate thing. Like, I was like, holy shit, dude. And then the color returned, and then I went back to, you know, what I was doing.
And he's like, and then I had 5 more. No.
I stayed away from that. I was like, no more Red Bull vodka, no more. I was just straight water the whole. I had like, you know,
there's a huge water fountain right over here.
It was red. I didn't see it. It's Kool-Aid, baby. I didn't see it.
Oh, that's funny.
Bro, I could have been attacked by the Kool-Aid man, and he would have beat me up because I couldn't see him. Yeah, man.
Good times.
Yeah. Oh, I had a crazy joke, but I'm not gonna say it. I was going to go a little far. But yeah, we're gonna go over that and all the geopolitics and stuff like that. I mean, most people and most of the Hispanics in America actually agree with everything he's doing in Latin America, which is really hilarious. Like, I mean, I hope they fucking take over Cuba. I want these Cuban cigars like it was tomorrow. I'm not joking. Mostly because I want the all right, here's where I get mad about the Cuban cigars. We've been smoking cigars this weekend with people, and
some good ones too.
Yeah, some really good ones and shit too.
Not Cubans, but still good.
Yeah, I had a Cuban. Shout out to RG3. I had a Cuban before, but even he told me the Cubans he had were like medium tiers, because like the Cubans give the best Cuban the full. So what they mean is like there's like leaves are a little shorter, full, perfect, unbroken, 100% grade leaf.
Oh, really? Okay.
And they give all those leaves to the Chinese. And of course, you know, the top themselves and the top people, and you know, and all those places. And he's like, we get the run of the litters. I have a guy who goes like, we basically, I think you can't do it now. I think right now going to Cuba would be a terrible thing because we're having huge energy problems. Like, I mean, fuck, it'd be rough going to Cuba, but like, you know, and here's the thing is like, there's American brands like Cohiba in America here. They sell it in like these canisters. They're dog shit, basically. You really want, like, the brands have been like Monte Cristo is actually a good cigar, but like there's the real Monte Cristo from Cuba.
Okay.
Those are way better.
Yeah.
But Monte Cristo is actually like their American version, and the worldwide version's actually done a good job of like bringing that up. Where like the Cohibas I've heard from like here in the American version company are dog shit, bro. They're not that good. Yeah. People just, you're buying the name. It's almost like you're buying a Gucci watch, you know, versus like, you're like, I'm buying a Rolex watch, but it's actually made by Gucci, which is made by a fucking Indian sweatshop.
That actually sounds accurate.
Yeah. Usually Dominican Republic, and I would say, yeah, Nicaragua. So I think Nicaragua right now is king of cigars, and then Dominican Republic. Those two are the top countries right now. You get AJ Fuentes is probably like the best brand right now. That's a little spicier and stuff. And then from there, you'd probably go like, I mean, right now that's like the poppin' one right now, basically. Mostly, and so it's really what I like about cigars. They just won like a really big lawsuit actually to protect them, because basically they were trying to put like cigarette level of restrictions on cigars.
Oh, really?
Because there's no additives on cigars. It's just tobacco leaf. It's just tobacco leaf basically. So like, I mean, that's just kind of how it goes basically. Yeah. So cigars cool. You know, Cohiba's dog shit. They sell a lot of them in Vietnam. Yeah, like you're getting bullshit basically. Yeah, but people, you know, it is what it is. What is it? It's usually the area. I mean, a lot of it's the soil, right? You like, let me go. Like Nicaragua usually has more of like a chocolate spicy. Like that's how they describe it. Other like someone from Dominican Republic's a lot more smoother, sweeter. Like I like those really, like Dominican Republic's. But a lot of the popping brands today are from Nicaragua right now. And also like certain brands will have tobacco grown in both countries, and they'll have like a specific name. Like right now, the hottest cigar in the world is like Opus X, which is like made by like the basically the Fuentes family. AJ Fuentes family, and that's like a special like brand, and it's basically like, I mean, we literally saw here they're selling a giant case of those cigars for like $100,000.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was crazy, bro.
Now they did inflate the price. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Of course,
but
they were advertising it too.
Yeah. But I would imagine, because we see like a stick, like if you go to any of the main ones that, like, let's just say like Monte Cristo's or like 8 Lounge or like one of the big like strip
big casino ones,
right?
Yeah,
you're probably getting ripped off about 50 to 60% above average retail. Because like, you know, those, like a good stick, you're probably paying $12 to $20, $22 if you're buying it from your local shop. They grift you up to like $40, probably to like $60, depending on the brand. Like I saw some sticks where like
you're not going to a cigar bar not to smoke a cigar.
Correct.
So,
yeah,
they got you there.
And 40 and having, like, honestly, if you think about it, like just $40 for a cigar and just sitting back with a drink, it's not that
great.
bad.
It's a good time.
Yeah, like you might go like $100, but great time with the friends.
Yeah.
And then too, you know, like everybody, like I'll buy the round, you buy the round, you know, and then we're all shit faced at the end. And like that, it should last you like, I mean, most times I've been out with people, like only during the crypto mindset events do I smoke 2 cigars, just because we're there. Because I usually get like, I'll just get a Churchill or something ridiculous.
Yeah, and we're there for a good chunk of time.
Yeah, and the picture's so great. It was so funny to see how like Marolo smoking cigars with everybody. So cool.
Yeah, that was fun.
I want to have a bunch of people there for this next one and stuff. So we're gonna make it happen. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen the video. Yeah, and there's an entire bullshit like AI videos.
I thought I was like, was that real? Was that AI?
There was one where he pushed the lady.
That was actually real.
Oh,
okay.
But there's one where he's kung fu fighting the hoe and then like hitting her against a car.
No, I saw those ones too. That's why I kind of assumed maybe the first one was AI, and then
she was recording him and then went on his property and then like I think almost went through the door, basically. I don't know did he go into the house, Kyle? Do you know? No, I don't know. Okay, yeah. Are Cohibas from Cuba good? Yes, very good. Very good. I mean, my buddy at Trader Season, that's exclusively what he smokes. But he's was from the UK and like has connects basically. You know, in Dubai you can really buy them, but you know you're gonna, but you can buy them like everything. I mean, if you get into a cigar, like anything, if you get into the cigar world, it's just a rabbit hole.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. And like basically, like you're like just smoke the cigar you like, and that's it. And like, okay, if I give you one, like really, I know this is a little off topic, but like. One big so most guys go for like a white cigar because they think it's lighter.
Okay.
It's true. Usually the lighter cigars have a little bit of a lighter, puffier taste, right? So not that harsh of a hit. But a lot of the times those lighter cigars are higher in nicotine, so you can get a little nick sick, a little like lightheaded
or something.
Yeah. So the only difference is basically the age of the outside wrapper. So like the dark cigar has just been aged for longer. Like if you look at like how do they make cigars, you'll see some cigar leaves sitting there for a long time. They turn like very dark.
Yeah, it's more the tobacco that's going to give it the flavor.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then like the difference between a lot of cigars is really like it's like 3 or 4 different leaves inside that are rolled in, and you could have like what I learned about the round cigars.
Yeah.
There's box cigars. Those box cigars, in order to get that shape, they have to remove 1 extra leaf. Because of removing 1 leaf, the flavor changes entirely. It's so cool, you know.
I've never had one of those actually. Maybe
I wanted to try. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's actually there's like a pyramid one too. They're a little rarer to find, but they sell pyramid ones and they sell kind of like box ones and stuff. Which, yeah. But I'm still like it's just like I'll tell you, I'm probably like high tier normie in cigars. You know, I'm not like an expert on it, but it's so cool. It's something just like it's very interesting. You know, I think if you have one a week, I think like I don't recommend anyone smoking like 2 cigars a day.
Yeah, not like Michael Jordan.
Your eyes like is that called jaundice or what is that called?
Probably yeah.
Yeah, it's like where your eyes literally turn like a cartoon cat. Like they turn.
It's like they
orange.
turn the color of the cigar practically. It's like the yellow,
yellow orange. Yeah. It's
like, almost like in mimicking liver failure.
Yeah, actually, absolutely. Yeah.
Shout out Michael Jordan, the GOAT, with cigar smoking as well.
He's like the only reason I did this fucking interview is because the guy of Cigar Aficionado got him a rare box of cigars. He's like,
oh really?
He's like, hey, I want to give you something. Oh, are you kidding me right now? He's like, the only reason I'm giving you one is because you got me the damn box. But and he's like, yeah, I promise we're going to do this one again. And, he smoked like, that's something so rare because he limits the interview so much that anything Michael Jordan does, it's like, whoa, we pay attention.
Yeah.
But it's a very good interview. It's a very good interview. Like one of my favorite things is like, how did you feel when you won in 93? Honestly, I was such a long time ago. I fucking forgot. He's like, I'll be honest with you. I was happy. I won. I was really happy I won, but man, I just remember like it was a lot of work and I was under a lot of stress. You know.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Was that the year he came back after his dad died?
No, that was like 94, 5, 6, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, 93, he was still kind of going towards his peak.
Yeah, exactly. But man, we wanted to do this with you guys. It wasn't 93. Yay.
Yeah, it was
did he
like
actually get murdered on July 23?
Gunshot.
Yeah.
Jesus, July 23, 1996. Fuck, man.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Man, that was a hit. 100%.
Allegedly for gambling.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. He just randomly, his dad's car was just pulled over on the side of the road and nothing wrong with it. Yeah, I'll get the hell out of here, dude. What's the best place to live bang for buck right now? Vietnam. Well, Vietnam, you're getting in less trouble. I had a lot of guys that have lived in Thailand and Bangkok or outside of Bangkok, and they like it a lot, but they're starting to get kind of like retarded on some stuff now.
What about for South America? Would it be like Argentina?
Argentina's good. I got told by that guy we're at the craps table too. Like, he lived in Argentina for a long time. He just said like the political thing there is just getting so stupid. It's getting really stupid. Like they take their voting like retardedly serious, like almost like a football club. And like I asked him, he's like, "Hey, you guys, like Argentina is so smart and they're like the structure of the country is incredible. Like they can grow food. There's like navigable rivers. They should be rich as fuck." And it's like, I asked him, is it the Nazis who shot you guys how to hyperinflate? Like, what the fuck's happening? He's like, no, dude, there's just too many. There's like all these it's just like there's like a thing where like there's a sweet spot of like you need a certain amount of political parties, but you don't need like 100 political parties.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's crazy and stuff. Yeah. Colombia doesn't like gringo. Shout out to the Red Baron. He actually probably is. I mean, he's probably one of the reasons. Like, shout out to Casey. My boy Casey was fucking so many hoes down there that the government got mad, bro. Damn, bro.
Yeah. Looks like Maddie's in the chat.
Oh, is he? Oh, what did he say?
He's at the influencer event with the what do you call it? They're doing the influencer awards.
Oh, right. With with the belt,
with the like WWE style belt.
They asked us if we wanted to sponsor that. I remember that.
There's a bunch of stuff going on there. But shout out. Yeah. I would say the Mike Tyson event at what do you call it? The event at Mike Tyson's house last year, I believe, was the Tiger Mansion, right? Was the Brett meme coin, which actually was a little bit, I think, better. But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, I've been to like 2. It's crazy. I've been to Mike Tyson's house twice now.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good place that people rent out and have some parties. It's a good time.
Yeah, we actually did a after party for I forgot which I think it may have been the first PulseCon, the only PulseCon. We sponsored a party for the CMC there, and then we had the old upper story was just like a private party for everybody up there for this. It was kind of funny. We threw pictures of ourselves on the floor all over the place. It was kind of funny. Pool table and everything. It was a fun time. A lot of people were smoking weed up there.
Good times.
Good times. Yeah, Red Beer was in Rio. Yeah, he moved. So Casey moved from Colombia over to Rio. I feel like you have to be even more careful in Rio, but it's crazy down there.
Yeah, isn't there like a lot of crime and like,
bro?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, the beaches are where it's at, and it's sort of like in Miami, like you stay spring breaking in those areas, but like, fuck, there's a lot of poverty. The favelas, holy shit.
Some place you don't want to step in.
Even Michael Jackson barely was able to do that video. He had to do deals with gang leaders in order to film there. I mean,
the police and the government wouldn't give him an escort there.
Yeah. So he's like, MJ, I could pull this off. He did.
People like me, yeah.
Kick me, shove me, everybody loves me. But shout out to you, man. It's nice to see you, man. But yeah, I mean, it's just like look, all you're doing is like, I mean, I don't want to call it passport broing, but like you're just like, I mean, there's the part of it too is like you're in a different. I could go to France and you're hitting above average because you're like, oh, you're different. You're American, right? You're not the same.
Or they either love you or they hate you. That's one of the two. Yeah, usually.
I mean, like it's like I mean, I vacation in France just to fuck up like grifters. Like a lot of people during the Olympics, bro, they love the Americans. The Americans are just fucking up pickpockets, bro. Americans like sent so many pickpockets to the hospital.
Is that Texas dude that threw
all those Romanian gypsies?
No. Say it again, Kyle.
There's that Texas dude in the for the Olympics that threw a pickpocket down like a flight of stairs.
Oh, really?
Oh,
yeah. Paralyzed him, I think. I don't know. But,
well, he'd be panhandling now.
That'll ruin your day. Yeah.
Yeah, but these guys are terrible. These guys are terrible people, man. I mean, I don't know. Obviously not. You throw them down a small flight of stairs. I mean, how big are the stairs, Kyle?
Flight of threes.
Man, I think like 2-3 steps is cool.
Like the entire Aztec temple.
Oh, dog. Yeah, dog. This is bad.
What was that movie Mel Gibson did?
Which one?
The one.
Oh, Apocalypto.
Yeah, it's like Apocalypto.
I would highly recommend that. Dude, he's actually making a TV series.
That's a good movie, yeah.
On the siege of Malta.
Okay.
Which is going to be insane, dude. And then he's also doing, I think, Passion of the Christ. Well, the
Yeah,
Resurrection
like
of Christ comes
something.
out this year. I can't wait to watch. There's some good movies coming out right now. Like Hail Mary is a great movie. Because we've had a couple of days off.
Who's the actor in that movie? I've heard of
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
Oh, yeah.
So that movie's, it's a space movie about saving Earth.
Okay.
Incredible.
Banger.
Fucking banger, bro. Banger. Another one. There's a movie called The Mummy. Now, the Mummy that you guys are thinking about is coming as a new mummy, that the mummy, the mummy,
Brendan
the original
Fraser
movie
version.
with Brian Fraser.
Brian Fraser, yeah, with Emotep, right? That one comes out later this year with the original cast again.
Awesome.
Banger. That's gonna be tight. But there's one called The Mummy that's out right now that it's more of like based off of like the curse of King Tut's tomb in a way, where like you open the shit, some bad stuff's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's more like that. And when I tell you, bro, like it makes Cairo look like fucking, like, which it is, it's dog shit. Wow, dude. When I tell you it's good, it's good.
Yeah.
And it's scary, but like the story's so good, and you had an incredible ending to it. An incredible ending to The Mummy, to that movie. Like, we're gonna have that's insane. 2 back-to-back mummies.
Well, I'll just say that movie's loud as hell.
Yeah. Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, I saw it. So fucking loud.
Did you like it?
It was good. I mean, I have a thing towards a bunch of demonic stuff when they start.
Okay, yeah, there was one bullshit thing like the cross didn't do nothing. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
Okay, so there's an evil side, but the good side doesn't do shit. Come on.
But man, they get that bitch at the end though. Oh, the revenge at the end, you guys, was you in these horror movies, you never get that revenge.
Yeah.
Oh, that was like some sweet fruit that like you never get, because in the horror movies today it's just gore.
Yeah.
That's it, death.
Yeah, that's why I like the Netflix version of, what was that called? The Frankenstein was that Benicio del Toro? Or no, not who's the Del Toro? The Del Toro
Pan's Labyrinth, which one?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
What's his name? I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Did you Hellboy?
I don't remember, but I think he did the version of Frankenstein that came out on Netflix last year.
Yeah. I still need to watch it. That one's good. That face.
That's Benicio del Toro.
That's Benicio. Great guy, great actor. Though.
Benicio del Toro is the actor. It was
but it's
the director. Yeah, I forgot his name too. But anyways, that version of that was pretty good too. So
Guillermo, there you go.
Yeah.
Guillermo del Toro. Yeah,
I got dragged to the Mario movie. The Mario movie was all right.
Okay.
It's a Mario movie.
Too short.
Yeah,
but fun.
Like this, some people have to get over this. Like some people, like I don't know why people expect to like. I'm going to watch like the most incredible. Like you're there to be entertained. It's just entertaining. It's just like, hey, I can see you for 2 hours, have some fun.
I think it was either Scorsese or Spielberg recently just said like, Hollywood, bro, come up with some original goddamn shit, because like that's why the Mummy thing's kind of interesting,
right?
Because it's like original and all that versus you got so many remakes on remakes on remakes right now. Like I think a lot of the directors are kind of getting sick of it, to be honest.
Yeah, and it isn't like it isn't like my studio that we made a like I don't know, like Jason one as an like Halloween, but at least that's an IP you created and you're continuing the story.
Correct.
The Scream movies are actually good. I do like they've gotten so meta. There's like the middle Scream movies. I think they're not that great.
Yeah,
right.
But the later ones, they're so like, it's almost like they're making jokes. They're so fourth wall breaking. It's like. Like it's like it, it's like there's the slasher movies in the slasher movie.
Yeah,
and it's like
stab.
Is stab. Yeah, is he stab? Is like these stab fags making like copycatting the other stab fags? Yes, but like hey, but it works. It's not terrible. It's like you're like yeah, that's about right. Yeah. Oh my god. Anyway, well, that's it, folks. Man, Bitcoin 2026 is wrapping up today, I believe.
Yeah, I think today's the last day of the conference. So people traveling today, tomorrow, and all that. But yeah, it's gonna be a good time. What do you call it? Getting back here on YouTube. So I'll be back on Friday, May 1st, with my first episode back on Cultivate Crypto, and then I'll be regular with you guys Tuesday through Friday with my regular schedule next week. So definitely looking forward to that. We're going to be looking more at the charts as well as that dashboard market outlook thing on that show. So it should be good.
Yeah. And don't forget to sign up for the Crypto Mindset Meetup VIP experience, man, which is happening June 4th through the 7th, man. I mean, what can I say, man? You want to have a fun time in Vegas with the boys?
It's a good time.
This is a good time. And the gals. We actually do get a lot of gals that come through. It's a super fun event.
And it's early summer.
Summer.
Perfect time for pool parties.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. We're going to have a pool party.
Yep.
Definitely have a pool party and stuff like that. I was thinking about showing up as a ninja. I'm not even joking around. Fully covered because I got to be covered this time. But like, it's going to be a super fun event. Casinos, cars, machine guns, helicopters. I mean, fuck. I mean, I don't want to say bungee jumping, but bungee jumping we have to, but like all kinds of cool stuff. And the more people that show up, the more fun stuff we do. What we do is all the income and money generated from this, we just throw it back to the party.
Yeah.
There's no profit. There's like stuff.
Literally
we go into our pocket half the time.
Yeah.
Like literally we do.
Yep.
I mean, it's a
doubtful,
bro.
That's funny though.
I have to ask his wife first.
Jesus.
But it's a great time. It's the summer. There's tons of people to meet there. You know, like a lot of the value people get is just networking with other alumni and the CMC people there. We have some pretty high level like business owners that go as well. Yeah, some big guys there and stuff. Party buses, funds, drinks. You know, obviously the event is funner if you're 21, but you can go if you're not 21. Right? It's a great time. But as well as we do have something, we didn't talk about this yet. I mean, okay, I'll share it for 1 second, but it's pretty.
Oh yeah, and I forgot there might be a couple super chats.
Yeah, we'll read the super chats. There's something here that first time we've ever done this. The Crypto Mindset Inner Circle.
Yes.
2 people only. I think it's just gone live now.
Yep. Constant access to me and Miguel.
You're gonna white on rice.
Yep.
With us. Riding around in the cars with us, doing anything like, I mean, it's going to be crazy. Like we're going to like give more like stuff on it and everything like that very soon. But you know, it's down there in the link below if you want to sign up. It's only 2 people. That's it. And it's going to be crazy.
All the alpha,
all the sauce. But thank you so much for joining me, you guys. And I'll be back May 2nd and Charlie will be back on May 1st.
Yep. Friday.
Super chats. Again. Yeah.
Good.
Haven't done this in a while, guys.
A little rusty. Yeah, that happens.
Ken Rose with the $5 super chat.
Thank you.
And we got Dr. Pegger with the $1.99 Europe saying Moon Gang, we up in this bitch. Welcome back, boys. And we got Ken Rose with $2 super chat. Benvenido de nuevo. Welcome back, Moon Gang.
Thank you, Ken Rose.
Your
Spanish is improving.
We got Massad's honeypot operation with the $1.99 saying when ETH 1500.
That name, wow.
Yeah, if we're gonna hit that, it'd be September, October.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's right. I mean, like
maybe even into November, December, depending on kind of how the bottom plays out, right?
I mean, I think we do need stock market to really start taking a hit because it's like there's really there's not much like crypto. I mean, even the stuff with Aave, like the death of DeFi, bro. DeFi is bailing itself out, basically, even loans. Now I do think it was retarded how it happened. I think it's very dumb and like this looping. If you know what looping is, I'll talk about it in the Citadel. I'm going to have a call with the Citadel really soon. I'll probably announce it probably tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
If I once I know my schedule.
Yeah. And just FYI, right after this one tonight, we will be talking with the people in the crash out course. So we'll see you guys probably in about. Like once we finish this stream, maybe 15 minutes?
Yeah, 15 minutes, 15, 30 minutes maximum. Yeah, so we need kind of the stock market to take a little down. That's the only thing we need. The stock market would have to go down in order to drag crypto back down lower.
Which could very well happen the second half of the year.
Right, exactly. So, and that's kind of how it's looking because like the IPOs aren't even out yet, and it's probably going to take a month or two afterwards for like things to kind of fizzle out. Like IPOs are cash out for the people in the company. That's why usually when you buy an IPO, it's very rare you buy an IPO and a month later you're up. You're usually down, on it. I mean, usually by 50%. It's pretty high chance.
Yeah. Especially crypto ones.
So be careful, you guys.
All right. Then we got Ken Rose with $5 super chat. Is a mini rally still possible next month?
Yeah, I think we can get another, like with this 60-day cycle has been pretty decent. I think we can get another move in the next 60-day cycle as well. That can make some good money. So yeah, we'll be talking about that on Friday on my show for sure.
Then we got Karn with the $5 super chat. Fire pre-return stream.
Karn,
yeah.
Come through, Karn. I want to see you again, bro. Oh, I forgot. We're gonna do a workout with the guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I believe it's gonna be Saturday.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
I'm like,
that's flexible. That's
before
flexible.
that, you got to have the hangover happen, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do it on Sunday then.
Exactly.
Yeah. But we'll be doing a workout with some of the guys and stuff. Maybe do Dragon Lair or do one of the big like gyms out there and stuff. It'd just be fun to just do something fun with the guys.
Yeah. Chris Cross says, "Are they going to be tortoise?"
We protect the innocent.
I mean, you attract them, dog. Shoot.
Like boogie all over the throat. No.
No. He's in Japan right now.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, he's having a blast with Ling Ling right now.
Nice.
He's all over Soapland.
But yeah, he's having a blast over there. He actually called me. He's like, bro, I never like. I remember you did a stream where there was an earthquake, right?
Yeah.
He said he was in his building. The building.
There's been some pretty big ones in northern Japan recently.
He said he felt that 7.5 that hit.
Ooh.
He was like, "Whoa, dude!" He was like, "Yeah, those earthquakes are scary, man." Yeah, no joke.
Yeah, you got to get used to them.
Yeah, pray for Boogie in the chat. But yeah, thank you so much for joining, you guys. We'll be back soon. We'll be right back on the next 15-30 minutes with the crash out course.